Hey there, and welcome into the inaugural Heart Women's Lacrosse Media Day. My name is Jillian Carroll. I'll be your host today. Women's lacrosse is the newest championship sport sponsored by the Heart of America Athletic Conference, and we are excited to be joined today by head coach of the Missouri Valley Vikings, Craig Lowry, and also by junior Elizabeth Canning. Guys, thanks so much for your time today. How are we doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. I'm pretty good too. Coach, I'm going to start with you if you don't mind. So men's and women's lacrosse are now going to be the 24th and 25th championship sport in the Heart. Obviously new to the conference. Can you describe for someone who hasn't been maybe a game day experience and just kind of the excitement that the sport of lacrosse will bring to the conference?
Yeah, so lacrosse has been around for a long time, and it's kind of been, played a lot in the East Coast, has been played a lot up north to our neighbors up in Canada, and to other parts of the country. So, growing up in Michigan, playing lacrosse, was always a passion, a game I love. And now we're at the Heart of America conference in the Midwest, back to my roots. And so to me, I know it's really special being able to give people kind of a look into what I experienced as a kid and bringing that excitement from, these Midwesterners out to other people who outside looking in who might not have been exposed to us and our way of life kind of in the Midwest. So I know in terms of a game day experience, high energy, lots of excitement, and a lot of action. I can promise you that. So
love it. Love that. And coach, as year one as head coach at Missouri Valley, what does that opportunity mean to you and how excited are you to lead this group?
So we've had a team since around 2016. So we have a little bit of a tradition here at Missouri Valley of lacrosse in both men's and women's. So to be given the opportunity to come in here and be part of such a special tradition as it's been the last number of years was an opportunity that I thought was interesting and one that I hold dear. I played in the NAI myself. So to be now coaching and giving back to these kids in the same shoes that I was in as a player is something I'm really excited to do. And I know as a university, we're really excited to boost the lacrosse program and kind of return it back to the way it was early on in the early days of lacrosse. So kind of reviving old traditions, but also having fun and making new traditions as we go. And that's something that I've been pushing as a head coach is kind of honor your past, but fight for your future. So we honor what came before us, but we're building and creating a culture that is a positive going forward, not only for the game of lacrosse, but in an area where lacrosse isn't as prevalent. So that's definitely something I'm really excited about as a head coach.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's definitely an exciting time for you all, which is awesome. Elizabeth, coming over to you, a little bit about you. Where are you from and how did lacrosse bring you to Missouri Valley?
So I'm from Spring Creek, Nevada, which is a very small little town in northeastern Nevada. Okay. I actually came to Valley to play basketball. And I was granted the opportunity my freshman year here to play lacrosse, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Growing up not playing lacrosse, it was really different to come and play, but it was probably the best decision I made in college.
How cool is that? And what position are you playing?
So I'll be playing defense this year.
Okay, very cool. What are you studying as a student?
So I am studying pre-med biology.
Okay, interesting journey. I love that. Coach, coming back to you, let's just talk about this year's team. Some of your impact players, of course, you've got Elizabeth right there, but just who you're looking to really step up this year.
So this year we've been kind of in a rebuild mode as we weren't unable to play last year. So this year has been kind of a journey and kind of an adventure. We got a lot of diverse players on the roster from all over the world, not just from this country. So that brings a new perspective of, we have girls from all the way in Andorra, a country that we might never ever even heard of. So, this year, our identity as a team is kind of new and adventure, but also kind of taking the cultures that other people have experienced and bring them back to our team. We're a high energy group. I think we definitely have a lot to learn as a team, but definitely moving forward, I'm kind of excited to watch us grow and compete not only as a university, but grow as a team as well. We have some up and coming freshmen that I'm really excited about. And Adele Ruppert, Summer Clark. They came to us in December, and they actually graduated early to come. And I'm really excited to see them grow, not only as people, but to go from being a kid to being an adult very fast and in playing really big roles for us early on. We have Kaylin Optenbrower, goalie, who's coming in from St. Louis. She's a Missouri native, and lacrosse is near and dear to her. So to be able to play in the place where she grew up is really kind of important for her. So it'll be exciting to see her grow. And then a number of other players that we have on the roster that'll help us kind of push and be competitive this season in the Heart of America Conference.
Sure. And speaking of the Heart, it sounds like you've got some growth happening and sounds like you've got a solid foundation. The Heart is a well-established, it's a competitive conference. Just share with us kind of your thoughts on that transition and how you're feeling.
So I played in the Mid-South, which is also a very competitive conference in the NAIA. And last year I was in the WACS, the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. So I have some experience in the NAIA coming here and interacting with other coaches in the Heart. We have some coaches, Mike Mockles, who's been here a long time as both an athletic director now, but as a wrestling coach in the Heart for a long time. So kind of gathering what the Heart is meant to them and how competitive it's been. It kind of, instills that idea that, Midwest is a blue collar area. We have kids that want to come in, put in the work and work hard at all our institutions. So, from the outside looking in, we're a bunch of schools in the cornfield, but realistically, we have kids that really want to work hard and learn. And so that to me is important for the Heart of America because it shows kind of the tenacity and the spirit around the country of, these blue collar towns and these blue collar universities that, we all want to work hard and put our name on the map and bring a lot of joy and honor to our communities. And so being part of the Heart now, and being part of that is truly special, not only as an institution, but now as a lacrosse team, getting the privilege to be part of the Heart of America Conference. So.
Love it. And Elizabeth, how are you and your teammates feeling about transitioning to the Heart, whether it just be new competition or the level, like Coach mentioned? How are you feeling about it?
So we are very excited. We were in the KCAC for the last 2 years. So this is our first year in the Heart. And being able to join every other program in our school now in the Heart is actually very exciting for us. A lot of people have never played in the Heart since we've been in the KCAC the whole time. It's brought a whole new level of competition, more rivalries, and just so much more excitement for us.
Oh, that's awesome. And I meant to ask you earlier, what are you studying?
Pre-med biology.
Oh, you did mention that. Okay, very cool. So as your role, what are you most looking forward to for the season, whether it be how you're going to lead the squad, just new competition, some goals you have?
Honestly, for this season, our goal is to play together as a team and enjoy ourselves. I know there's a lot of girls that want to come in and they're like, we're getting ready and we're going to work. And I enjoy that so much about all of these girls on our team is they are ready to put in the work. And I just cannot wait to see what we do with this season.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Coach, last question for you. You talked about the foundation, some new fresh players, which you're really excited about, which is great. Before Heart play starts for you in late March, you have quite a few regular games. So regular season games, excuse me. What do you hope to use those games? What do you hope to get out of those games throughout February and early March? What are you looking from the squad? What are you looking to see there? What are some of the goals before conference play?
So with the Heart Conference kind of being in its infancy in terms of lacrosse, with us just being added, obviously in other sports, there's a lot more universities involved in the Heart. And lacrosse is a very growing sport. So a lot of universities are now adapting it. So, as we begin to grow and add more teams to the Heart, you're going to start to see more of these conference games, and that we'll be able to play more games in the Heart. But in order to get that experience and give the girls the greatest experience, we have to add games from outside. So we play a number of D2 institution, D3 club to kind of balance and offset the NAIA games. But early on, the biggest thing is just getting the girls minutes and having a great experience because, students across America pay a lot of money to come to college, right? And, a lot of times they're leaving their families and friends behind. So, while they're at college, I want to give them the best experience possible. And if they end up with that experience, they're going to leave and want to become coaches themselves and inspire others to play. So these early games, I'm not only looking for us to get better as a collective group, but to have them learn lacrosse and what lacrosse means to not only America, but around the world. And I know with the addition of the World Games, we've been more exposed to different cultures and stuff. So I definitely want to take these early games to not only instill confidence in my players, but give them important reps they need, but also, kind of learn the spirit and culture of the game and what it means to the people who not only watch it, but play it as well. And I think that's something that my girls are really starting to embrace. And it's really, truly special to watch and be as part of this university.
Very cool. Very cool to hear the respect and admiration you have for the game. That's awesome. As you enter the Heart, I wish you the best of luck. Official welcome to the Heart. And just thank you so much for your time today, Coach Elizabeth. I really appreciate it. And good luck in 2023.
Thank you so much.